Hey, I'm William. Welcome to this series of ComfyUI. And in this video, I'm going to review the process that I did just a few months ago. And I'm going to show you how to use ComfyUI to do that, and completely for free. Okay, so if you haven't known already, this series I use the Google's Colab. And you can use Google's Colab for free, and that's exactly what we are doing right now. Of course, I personally do a lot of other services, so experiments on and artificial intelligence, all that things. So I subscribe to Colab Pro Plus. The reason I choose Plus is that I can run it at the back end. Okay, so I can leave my computer and go back, and still the model is still in training and running. Okay, and generating, by the way. So yeah, I will link this Comfy Cloud at the description below. So if you want to follow along, you can just do this. And if you got a Google Drive, that's even better. You can store all the information and train checkpoint into your drive. So when the instance is destroyed, or if you are not actively using this, you can just pause this instance and cancel that. Okay, and then everything is trained and stored in your drive, and then you can download that, or you can reuse that. You just need to mount it. And yeah, I already covered that. So if you haven't seen that, check there's a playlist. Okay, so right now, as you guys can see, we got a ComfyUI user interface, and this is the drawing that I did just a few weeks ago. I call this a pause. So it's like a 2D drawing. I draw this beautiful girl, as well as the fences she's touching, and I hand crafted all this a flying airship, and it's animated thing. Okay, so if you watch my previous video, you might see that. Okay, let me just okay. So by the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up. Okay. So I think let's search this. Okay, this is a pause. Yeah, this. Okay, so it's actually rotating. I believe if I hover that enough, it will rotating. Okay, it's not rotating. Maybe it's not not long enough. Doesn't really matter. And by the way, previously I did this. I turned my 2D drawing into 2.5D. Okay, and I believe I use,
and if you have,
yeah, okay, and I use the methods of let me just so I draw this thing, and I use a Photoshop's neural filter to get sorry, neural filter to get a depth map here. Okay, I believe, yeah, here. Okay, and then I export this and using Blender's depth map to height to a plane, so I can get a fake sort of a 3D effect, and then get the witch carved out, and so you can give interesting settings. Add grass, add all this node generated fire. Magic book, all this like a magic effect. Okay, and then adding a little bit animation. So I made this thing, but that's just at that time I handcraft everything. But I usually review the process and what and sort of reflect of what I can improve. And if you incorporate artificial intelligence into the process, you can use this as well. I think Photoshop neural filter also is kind of just an API sort of artificial intelligence, but you can do it yourself in ComfyUI, and it's free. So you don't need to subscribe to Photoshop in order to do that, and use Blender, and you got more control. That's the point of having a model, having an AI, and having a lot of checkpoint and get all this workflow set up, and you guys can try it. Okay, as you guys can see, I got in like a multiple preview right now. Of course, it's not like exhaustive. They got more options. I just want to show you that how versatile it is, and all this ComfyUI is not just about generate image or generate even 3D asset, which I will cover in the future. So I sort of treat this as a like experiment, like a desk that I can do all sorts of experiments and some scientific computation as well. So I believe I learned about computer vision maybe even a decade ago, and as the class of when I'm taking the class of computer vision, I learned how to handcraft the candy algorithm using Python, and how to using all sort of image processing libraries to do that. I believe something like I don't remember exactly the name. It's like a cycle or something like that, or maybe scientific image processing, something like that. I'm not sure, and that's a really long time ago. I don't know how many years have passed. Yeah, we can actually do that in ComfyUI without any of the code. So it's kind of a reminiscence of how fast and how big steps that technology have a step forward. So as you guys can see, so by the way, if you are a complete beginner, that's totally okay. I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? Node by node. So right now you need a load image rather than generate image using prompt. So you have to use a load image node. You just double click and search load. Okay. Instead of load checkpoint, you can search load image. Okay, and you got a load image node. It's exactly the same, and you can choose a file to upload. Right now it will upload to the cloud, so to the server that you just created, and then it will show here. It's kind of a really high definition, relatively speaking. Okay, then you can use this image as the output rather than using the prompt as output, because it's a kind of image to image workflow rather than prompt to image, okay, rather than text to image. And then you can add in all sorts of pre-processor, okay, and yeah, it's very, very interesting how this is called pre-processing, because it's definitely not going to generate the final result. Of course, if you're aiming for maybe some sort of scribble or line art style, you may choose this or this, okay. Or if you like me, you want to revise the workflow, you want a certain okay, I believe it's here, depth map, you can do that as well, okay. So you can just right now you can just use this and right click and just download this image locally, and then you can use this to generate a 2.5D art. Okay, it's very, very helpful. But right now this this scene is already made in 3D and 3.5D. I draw this, I build all this, and it's even animated, and this is just a screenshot. I just want to use my work as a representation of how versatile. It's not using some example image, but rather using my drawing as an example, and even that is very, very versatile and very, very good result. You can actually carve out the goal that I draw, and I deliberately put this airship as the nearest airship, and the algorithm just know that. That's just amazing. If you watch my previous this like a time lapse of making this scene, you know that it's very similar and very accurate. So, and I believe this is just a simple algorithm without using the artificial intelligence. Okay, just step anything. I'm not sure. The canny edge detection. Canny edge is like an edge detection, so you're detecting edges, and yeah, basically we got a lot of algorithms that can pre-process things. So for example, let me use a example. Okay, so for example, if you have an iPhone, right now iPhone have a functionality of say you take a photo, and we got like two guys or one guy in the photo, and you like click and hold this guy, and kind of just like lift this guy up and scan this guy, okay, and then find a similar image or this guy in different image, and you can find this guy, and that's a kind of like a object awareness or subject awareness, and sometimes you use like object segmentation, sometimes you use like the edge detection or combination of this. I'm not sure. I just want to show you that you can use like a pure mathematical algorithm to do that, and that is a canny edge. Okay, just a canny, this is just the algorithm's name, and edge is like edge detection, so detect the edge, and you can like carve it out, single it out, or just simply make line art. Okay, so this edge detection will be the line art. Of course, you can change the threshold. And by the way, if you don't know, or if you can't find this node, this is just a series of auxiliary node. So it's like not the main node. It's just some of the pre-processing node of control net, and we got it here. So if you haven't like used this manager tool, here's another tip for you. You can actually use the manager to install the workflow, the node, all that. So click this, you get a ComfyUI manager menu, and you can install. If you like not following the like previous video, you might not be able to have this manager. So you have to search for ComfyUI manager. Okay, and then you install that. You then like restart the service, and then you will be able to see it. Okay, so you need to restart it. And if you like following, I will link this like in the description. So if you follow step by step, you should be able to see it. And this is like a latest version when I recall this. So previously, if you watch this, you might just get just one column. Right now, it got 3, and that's great. And we can install custom node. We click this, it will have a temporary like updating its database. It's okay. It's online. And then if you haven't searched this, you will be like from ID 1 all the way to a lot of nodes. And I'm going to search for control net. If you search it, just to wait for a few seconds, then the control net result will come out. So I'm going to use the author Fanov 16. Okay, so he got a ComfyUI's control net auxiliary pre-processor. This is very important, as the name suggests. It's a pre-processor. You can update it because I already installed that. If you haven't done that, you just need to click it. You don't need to worry too much about conflict, because as long as you do not conflict, you can still use it. As you guys can see, I got tons of conflict warning, but still everything works very smoothly. Okay, once you've done that, you need to like run this cell, like the last run ComfyUI cell, so it kind of like re-index it. So when you add this here, you right click, you add node, you can see we got a control net preprocessor here. You click it, you can get all sort of preprocessor that we can use. So for example, if you want to like add the canny edge, right click, add node, and we control net preprocessor. and then we can get the edge detection. So we got this let me look at here. We got this edge detection. I don't know how to find it. We got so much things here. Okay, so line extractor, we got canny edge. So you find the edge, you draw that line, you got this line extraction, and you got like some sort of line art ready. Of course, you can adjust all this threshold. Right now, I got a very low threshold, so it's very detailed. Okay, and it's amazing how much detail it can actually grasp for my drawing. That's just great. Even though I add a lot of noise, like all this fog, I using Blender to generate all this fog, but still you can find relatively accurate. Of course, you can increase all this. It will, like you rerun that, it will change. Okay, so start from here, then step by step, it will change a little bit. And the threshold, you can like increase it, you increase it, and you run this. Sometimes, you know, you can just to get like an outline. This really depends. And as you guys can see, it runs fairly quickly. So, you know, maybe just my personal opinion, the first time it will be very slow, and the second time, the third time, it just become very quick. Okay, I'm going to increase a lot, so get a really rough edges. Okay, if that's a style that you're aiming for, that's the style that you're going to download. You right click, you can download this. Okay, save image. Of course, you can use the same method to go the depths, to get even like a fake scribble lines, like this. Okay, and you can like the using I sometimes prefer the soft edges. So HED soft edges, you should right click node, and I believe we got this line extraction, and we got this like soft edges here, soft edges line. As you guys can see, it's not hard line, but rather, as the name suggests, it's soft edges. So like this, it kind of like a hand draw sort of thing. And of course, the so-called hand draw like scribble, maybe not good enough. Okay, and what is even more interesting is that you can get like the segmentation, like an anime face segmentator. So you can sort of segment what I'm talking segment. Okay, just make the segment. But as you guys can see, you need to fine tune a little bit. Right now, it's definitely not the good segment. But what interests me most is about normal map. So if you are, say, making a game, or if you are on a commission or making game asset, but you just draw in 2D, but you want to make it like a 3D like. So for example, like the bricks on the wall, you want it to have some sort of like 3D feeling. You can use normal map, and this can generate normal map. Oh my gosh! If you got normal map, you can get like the light and shadow information. It's very good for drawing, very good for modeling, and it's just amazing thing how much information that you can extract from. Yeah, because I just draw this drawing, so yeah, I'm astonished that it can even infer what I thought by just using the algorithm, and you can quickly play this. Very interesting. And of course, I test a lot of this is kind of like a filter sort of algorithm. I tested like a scribble this XDOG lines. Okay, X dog. Maybe there is like sort of intentionally make spell this way. It can give like this is kind of like special inking mechanism that even like a carved sort of feeling. It's a very good filter and very interesting feeling. And of course, all that you can fine tune it. And some part of like the algorithm can be actually used in your production. and you don't need to use any of the tool, because all this tool, all this model, all this can be run like locally, so you don't need to like rely on others software. Okay, so it's a very good feeling. So a quick takeaway I learned from this is, first, you need to frequently review the workflow that you already familiar with, and then try to improve. Okay, it's not like the workflow I have worked for, say, 10 years. I'm going to stick to that for the next maybe 20 years. It's not that. Technology is constantly improving, and we need to sort of review constantly in order to actually improve the efficiency. Yeah. And second thing is that AI can actually not only just help you to do work from start to finish, but also it can sort of aid you along the way. I think that is the AI I'm hoping for. So as a content creator as well as an artist myself, like a self-proclaimed, it's just I'm trying to become an artist, hopefully. I believe that you shouldn't like completely ban or boycott AI. As I said multiple times, using AI should be disclosed. The AI model trained should be, ethical and legal. And third is that hopefully, all this like original data, that human knowledge, the human behind all this data, contribute to the model, should have a certain share. It will be like a sharing system. That's the like three things that are stressed in every AI video, and that's what I believe. So I have a neutral ground treating AI. I support the improvement of technology, but also I'm cautious about the ethical side as well as the legal side, and I believe that humans should be rewarded because they contribute to AI. And artists, whether it's artist, whether it's like a author, whether it's I don't know, maybe coder, programmer, should be rewarded as well. Yeah, so hopefully this video can help you guys, and just forgive my like babbling, talking with you. It's just a like old habit of me. I tend to talk about my thoughts during the recording, and I don't want to edit it out because I really want to like completely honest with you guys, and talk with you guys. Okay, so yeah. So if you think my video is helpful, please give me a thumb up. This is very, very important for me. And of course, if you haven't already, you want to see more, I also learn traditional art and digital art at the same time. And right now I'm experimenting using AI and 2D and 3D technology together to make like short film or animation, or some game asset or something like that. I just explore things. Okay, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you want to support me directly, right now I'm not earning a dime for making all this video. I spend 18 hours a day average, and I just work like crazy for you guys, for the community. So if you want to support me directly, please join the Patreon. Alright, bye.